Welcome to the Business Spotlight. I'm Brenda Hector, and joining me today, I've got Harsha and Sophia Samarawickrama
Yeah.
of Samaras Healthcare. Sorry, I managed it perfectly just before I started recording. Harsha and Sophia Samarawickrama of Samaras Healthcare. Thank you very much both for joining me. First off, a quick introduction. Who are you and what do you do? What is it that you're in business providing?
So I'm Sophia, the better half of Harsha and Sophia. We are currently in health and social care. We provide different types of facilities in the health and social care industry. We're predominantly recruitment at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So because we started in 2021 during COVID time. So because lots of people lost their jobs during that time. So we wanted to, one of the main reasons we started recruiting is because we wanted to help some people as well to get back into working, and healthcare was the only thing going at the time. So
Yeah.
And Sophie comes from a healthcare background. She's got about 20 years, nearly 20 years of experience in the industry. And I come from an IT background, so we thought, put them together. I bring in some technology into it, and then Sophie's expertise. And I learned as well. I did my NVQ in recruitment, so I learned that bit and got Sophie's experience and knowledge in healthcare, and then we put it together.
Yeah, I keep getting sucked back into health and social care. I've been trying to get out of it many times, but it just keeps coming back to it. And I've done a lot of consultancy work and helped a lot of businesses set up, that we thought, well, we're doing it for other people, why not do it for ourselves? And so we took the plunge and thought we'll just try it and see how it goes, really.
And here you are then, a couple of years on.
Yes.
And how's it been? What sort of journey has it been?
It's been tiring. People think that with recruitment, because that's the predominant bit, is literally you grab a candidate out of thin air, the perfect candidate, and you just place them into the perfect job, and that's it. And it is nothing like that. It's very, very hard. Like, I come from a HR background as well. So internal recruitment and external recruitment are two completely different things and not the same. So it's just educating people on that, and ourselves and clients as well, of the differences. That is one of the main things.
Yeah, we come across a lot of troubles every day on a daily basis. So problem solving is part of the journey on a daily basis. And especially coming to recruitment, because we're in healthcare recruitment, it's very difficult to get into like a new. Obviously, that's one of my things, that I have to get new clients. So it's not an easy task either, especially because of this rising cost of living, and businesses are struggling as well, and the funding that they get is getting cut down quite a lot. So it's difficult, but we try to provide something different from most other recruitments, and we try to, because from our own experience, from Sophie's experience mainly, we try to coach our candidates and look after them quite a lot. Because of that, we can bring the best out of them as well. So we can provide a lot better a service to our clients. So that's something that we differentiate ourselves from most of the other recruiters in the market.
Also, I tend to go out to all the services. It doesn't matter where it is. We go all the way down to Cornwall, because we're based because I make a link with the clients. They know that I understand about health and social care, and I get to feel the company. So then that way it's easier to speak to candidates about the company, what it's about, what you do. And that also builds trust in the clients as well, because they've met me face to face, and I'm not just someone that's just walked into recruitment one day. It's just from the heart, really.
Yeah. And so I guess there are challenges and benefits of being in the social care sector, because there must be quite a turnover of staff.
Very high.
Yeah.
It's very high, not just from our point of view, from the client's point of view as well. Because there's different rules. I just think that the the money doesn't reflect what they do. No, people just think it's a low paying job. It is like, it shouldn't be that low, the rate of pay that staff get. And that's why the health and social care is struggling. I know they've brought in this health and social care worker visa, but they've done the short fill at the moment, but they haven't actually identified the whole problem of paying the workers that are here and looking after the ones that are here. Because if they did, I think it'd be nice flowing like how it used to be many years ago. So there's always going to be a high turnover. Even with us, I think our longest standing staff member is 1 year, but there's only a handful that have been with us for 1 year. The rest of them have been with us like 12 weeks or less. It could get to that as well.
Yeah, because we are in temporary recruitment as well, so it's not like long term, obviously.
Okay.
But having one temporary candidate for a whole year is quite a big thing as well. So
Yeah,
it must be doing something nice.
Touch wood, never had anybody leave us. Like, so the people don't leave us, like when they join up to us, they don't want to leave us, like they don't move over to the clients or just want to leave for the sake of leaving. They leave because they have to move on to other stuff. Or unfortunately we have to dismiss them because they're just not right fit for the business or the clients, because we have to look after the right things. But so we are doing something right with people, even if, should we say, like, you know, after like the 12-week mark, they're allowed to move over to the company. A lot of them still don't want to move, and it's not about the money.
Actually, none of them have moved.
None of them have. People have tried, and that just shows how good it is. And from the feedback we got, is like they say that you give that family feel, and you know, you look after us, and you know, you do fight our back and everything, and that's what we're about at the moment.
So it's about the culture that you're building within your business, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We're trying to be. We said on our website we're a family feel business. It is a family feel business, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah, because the pay is not on our side, so we have to embrace the other things that we can offer to our clients as well as the candidates to keep them all happy. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So had you always wanted to start a business?
No, not really, no. My family are into business since I've known. I was just happy, 9 to 5, left alone in the corner, doing my HR, doing my care. You know, I was happy going to the gym. You know, you switch off. Come 5 o'clock, you can switch off and have your life. You don't need to worry about stuff. I think you were the same at the same point then.
Yeah,
as well.
my family is not into business at all. None of my family, my extended family, cousins, none of them are into business. They're all professionals. So I was in IT as well. Like I said earlier, I was working in IT when we had kids about 5 years ago, 6 years. Okay, we had the kids 7 years ago. Okay, but then after like 2 years into having kids, I just realized like we're not spending enough time with the kids. We're just working all the time. We're away or something. I wanted to do something that we can work in our own time, own pace, and spend more time with the kids. So that's when the business idea came into my mind. We need to do something in our own terms.
I see, like, because when I went on maternity leave, I didn't want to go back. I missed my kids so much. And you know, I got headhunted quite a lot because health and social care, because we was based in the Midlands back then in Worcestershire. When people found out I was in health and social care and I'd set up care homes, they headhunted me and they came to me and said, set you up. Then they've realised Harsha knows about IT, can do websites. So they were using us as consultancy based anyway. So it just naturally went that way. And then we just decided on it.
Yeah. Before this, we tried a few other different ventures, but businesses, but you know, none of them actually were successful as this one. Yeah, so we learned a lot from them as well, and then we finally got to this point, and still learning every day. But
that's something we say. There's no such thing as failure, only learning. So
I don't even like using the word at all. Because we learned a lot. Yeah.
Harsha wanted to go into setting up businesses, so I let him try a few things, but it just wasn't right. So we just said that the biggest thing that's never going to go down, Harsha said as well, is health and social care. People would always need care. You can't have AI for that. You can't. You're always going to have human touch. And with the expertise that we had, and I've done literally every single job from hands-on care all the way to setting up, like I said, like compliance, training, HR, everything, coaching. It just made sense. And so we said, like, and it was a big risk to take because we invested all our money, literally everything we had, all our time, energy, money into it. And we just kept it as two of us. So it's our money. If it doesn't work, it's on our shoulders. Like, we don't need to worry about it. And like I said, it's only been like a couple of years properly. And, you know, we learned so much, so much. Things that people used to say to us at the beginning, like, you got to register the company, like, with who? Like, who do you register with? Oh, you need to do VAT. I mean, like, what is VAT? Like, we didn't get it. Now, when people talk to us about it, we can just talk about it. It's crazy how much you learn.
It's a very steep learning curve at the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
What about I'm interested in the challenges of being a husband and wife team then, and working together, running a business together.
Well,
there's a good and bad, I think.
Yeah, you know what we do? We actually split the job. We first at the beginning, Harsha didn't listen to me, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm about compliance. And he didn't get how strict the health and social care is, because it's different in IT, which he can explain, but in health and social care, we have to have the compliance from the get-go. We have to be really down to the T until you learned it from auditing. And then his mindset changed. When we sat together, and Harsha even said, like, we need to split our jobs. So you do your thing, I do mine, but have a little dab of each other. So there's certain things Harsha does that I don't know how to do, or I'll have to learn. And same with me. And from when we've done that, we've been okay. We still have our ups and downs, especially on call. Because sometimes when I'm tired, I'm like, Harsha, you take that on call, like, and deal with the clients today, or vice versa. So sometimes we do have it, but most of the time we have to work together. Otherwise, it would just affect our personal life as well.
Yeah, like you said, we bring in two different sets of expertise or knowledge and experience. So I look after mostly the technical side. So I like bringing the new technologies and trends into the businesses because we were at some point looking to hire some people as well to help us in the office, but I realized, like, there's more chance of making human errors, and it could be more expensive, and having to deal with more staff. Like we are dealing with lots of candidates at the moment and clients, so having to deal with more office staff as well could be a bit more work for us. Why don't we just bring in some technology and use like mobile apps and online tools that we have, the software that we can use to make our work a lot easier?
I was very reluctant at the beginning because of cost. I'm not gonna lie, like with a lot of stuff that you have to go into, like onboarding systems and that base, it's like 2-year contracts, 3-year contracts. Are we gonna spend that money? But then if you look at the other side, like hiring a recruiter, is base could be like £2,000 plus commission and stuff. And if we don't have the work, or they don't bring in the money to make their wages and the business move forward, is that worth it? Also, we haven't got everything set up yet. We're still setting up the compliance, setting up the like all the back work, the finances, the continuity plans. We're still setting up. So for somebody to walk into the business at an early stage when we haven't even got the basic stuff set up, it's going to look messy to them and they would leave, and we don't want them to do that. So we'd rather make all the errors, learn what we need to learn. We're never going to leave ourselves. Like, we want to every day. Sometimes it's stressful. Like, we want to just go to bed or just go out. We can't, but we know we're always going to come back to the business because we do actually love doing it. Let's make the mistakes. We're going to continue making mistakes. We make loads of mistakes quite often, and we do both hold our hands up to it and say how we're going to make it better. And we've learned so much from it.
Because we're a husband and wife, we have disagreements quite a lot as well, because when I try to bring in some new technology or something, Sophie's always reluctant to give it a go, so I had to explain, and that's just an example. But at the end of the day, we have our meetings, like business meetings. We don't bring the family into that. It's just me and me as two directors. We have our business meetings and we discuss. We bring the good and bad. Like say for an example, like if I'm trying to convince Sophie to like use a new technology or something. So I have to come up with the good and bad about that particular piece of technology that I'm trying to bring in to make her understand. That's just an example. So yeah, even though we are a couple, we keep the family issues aside out of the office. So when you come into the office, we just carry on with. We have an office in our home as well. So we just, when we work from here, we bring the family issues outside of the office and bring just business knowledge here.
I coach a few husband and wife business partners, and yeah, from what I've learned, if you have clear rules and clear separation, then it works well.
I think both of our main aims is to set up a successful business for our children. So it's not like, I've seen a lot of partnerships with people, a lot, because I know a lot of people that got businesses. Down the line, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, they do split up and they set up separately. But as a husband and wife, I see them still sticking together and going strong. 10, 15, 20 years later, they're still going strong, and then their kids get involved. With the cost of living and the life how it is now, it's going to be hard for our children later on. So we want to show them that you can set up. They might not want to do what we're doing, but at least they know that like we can, like, to have someone to mentor them while they're growing up. Because the oldest one, he's only 6 yet, he's learning off us already, understanding. Like we spend a lot of time with him, and like, you know, mom and dad are working to, you know, grow the family business.
Yeah, great role models for them.
Yeah, we're trying to be.
Try to be, yeah.
So who's been your biggest supporter? Where have you got the support that you've needed to get this far?
We got few friends, and we speak to about, say for an example, like we didn't understand how VAT worked and what we need to do with that a couple of years ago. So we spoke to one of Sophie's long-term friends who's running a very successful business down in West Midlands. That's like, and then one of the brothers. So
one of my brothers is very, very supportive. My mom is supportive as well, because she sees the tiredness that we do. Like, you know, like we're looking after 2 children. We're in Scotland. You know, we're running the business from scratch, and she knows that the type of work we do. My other brother, who knows about, like, sometimes we're driving all over the UK, constantly driving back and forth, and he's always worried and thinking like we're burning out. He understands. So we try and surround ourselves with positive people that are good role models. We do cut out the people that are just time wasters. Yeah, we'll socialize with people, but we need people that are gonna benefit our lives in a good way. We might not talk to them for like 5-6 months, but we can pick up a conversation. They understand the hardships of business, and they are the real people that are gonna push us forward. People that are just there, that just don't want to move forward and stuff, we'll socialize them with them as a friend level, but not on a business level. If there's anybody that comes into our business giving us their opinion and they haven't got their own business, or they don't understand about business, we tend to ignore all that. We've had so many people saying, oh, you've put all your money into the business. What if you like get a divorce? You know, what if it doesn't work? You know, we just say it is what it is, isn't it? Like, what can we do about that? But like, so we have had a lot of people not understanding. Harsha had a lot of setbacks with people saying, you've left a really good job to go and do this. You did get that.
No, even my parents, they're still telling me off for leaving an IT job to start a business. But this is what we decided to do, and we're going to stick to it, and we're going to do it.
Yeah. So they don't. Some people don't get, because we're very private people. We don't tell people what happens behind closed doors, so they don't see the hard work that we put in. Or sometimes they might think we put no work in, but sometimes we're working day in, day out for hours at a time. So they're just thinking 9 to 5 would have been better for you guys. Why do this? Not realizing, you know, who's going to look after our children? Who's going to run the business? Who's going to put food on the table? Not only that, we've just made jobs for a lot of people. A lot of people out there value what we're doing for them, because a lot of them are moving on. We've had a lot of overseas people as well that have moved on to senior jobs, to, like, you know, if they want to secure visas, they go secure visas, or go back home, or move into the nursing job. So we have helped people in certain ways of, you know, we boosted the economy basically. It might be just a small amount, but is enough to try and help.
But the plan is to contribute more to the economy. So
Yes.
as we grow,
That's
so
it.
yeah, we're on,
So
on the way.
I've got a lot of questions there then.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you say to someone who was thinking of starting their own business?
Do it. I say do it. You might fail. People might put you off. But if it's in your heart to try it, because you will grow up and think, I wish I tried it. Like, so I would just say go for it. Like, you know, do your research about the business. Try and know a little bit about the business. Put down your aims of what you want to do, like your 2-year, your 5-year, your 10-year goal, and then look back at it as you go on, because ours has changed a lot, and because the economy is changing all the time. Save up a little bit of money. You don't need a lot of money. People think, oh, we need thousands of pounds to set up. But for example, in health and social care, if you wanted to, we could set up with nothing, because I was willing to drive anywhere in the UK to start the shifts to know I'm guaranteed to get them shifts. So you just start it, and a lot of people do, like Sir Alan Sugar, he started with just, you know, nothing and selling aerials at the back of his car. There's a lot of people out there that just are doing it. But people that have been talking about it, I know some people that have been talking about it for years and years and years, and they're still nowhere near even doing it. And time's ticking, you know, you don't stop getting older. So just go ahead and do it. And if it fails, you learn from it. The guy from Gymshark, he set up 6 businesses before his Gymshark set up, and now he's a £1 billion company. And he goes, he knew he wanted to be in this sports industry, and you know, he tried and put a lot of money into it, but now it's paid off.
Yeah.
So it's about knowing your thing. You know, you've taken your expertise and you're making a difference to people's lives. You know, providing them with jobs and the career, you know, stepping stones on their career. So I think that's, you know, really well done.
We don't really, for us, we just feel like we're not doing enough. But then when we sit back and talk to someone about it, we're like, oh, we've done quite a lot. You know, we are quite compliant. We're quite, you know, we're setting up businesses. We know about the, you know, VAT and continuity plans and organization structures, and, you know, basic things that we think is basic, other people might not know. So it's really nice that we are going in the right direction, and we are, the difference is we're both willing to learn. And we educate ourselves, we study. Studying is a big part of like growing a business. Always, like Harsh is going to do some courses because of how we want to move the business forward. So he's going to go and do a few day courses. I don't care where it is in the UK, just go and do it, because it's going to benefit our lives. If I need to do another degree or qualification, I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter if I'm 50, if I'm 60, it doesn't matter, because the business is going to need that, and I need to learn the new stuff or new skills all the time.
Yeah. So I want to add something as well. Like if someone's interested in starting a business, don't start a business just because you see someone rich and, you know, living a nice lifestyle or something. Don't start businesses for that. You know, start something that you have the passion in, like, you know, something you really like. So learn about it, do your education, like Sophia was saying, learn about it, do your research, and then do it, get into it. You know, you may not be successful straight away. You might make a few mistakes, but then you learn from every mistake you make. You won't do it next time, then you do it better the next time. And business life is not all it's lavish and nice, all comfortable all the time. There's a lot to learn every day. There's lots of problems that you have to solve on a daily basis. And like Sophie said, you know, like Sophie had to go for weeks and weeks away. We live in Scotland, and Sophie had to go to the other side of the UK, like Cornwall side, Somerset, Devon, for weeks and weeks away from the kids to do the shifts sometimes, and without proper sleep sometimes, doing shifts at night, and then seeing clients. It's a lot of hard work. And then while I was here, I was running the business from home, looking after the 2 kids as well. But it all pays off at some point, but you just have to put the hard work in to build it all up.
Because now we're both in Scotland. I don't need to go away once in a blue moon if I want to, and we've set up a base, and we've got respect from clients, and then our name's going around slowly but surely. Our name's going around already, and that they're coming to us for more work, or we are becoming their preferred supplier. And then we're setting up the same thing in Scotland, but Scotland's a bit slower because it's up and coming. I think they're not they're not like, I don't think they're using much agencies, or we're a small name, so we just got to build that same, you know, trust with them as well. So yeah, so it does pay off in the long run.
Fantastic. Brilliant message to put out to anyone. What does the future look like for Samaras Healthcare then?
There's so many ideas running through our head. It's unreal. I like when we was in England, talking about a business, we thought, let's go set up in Scotland because England's full. It's not gonna work here. Like there's too much competition, too many people, and we were filled with anxiety that, you know, we're gonna fail. And we thought in Scotland, nothing's been set up yet. But when we moved to Scotland, we realized we should have just started it where we were, because where we were was very close to where all the businesses. So we underestimated that it doesn't matter where you move, just start doing it. From there, because we were learning a lot, we've got so much that we need to go into. We're just literally a small fish. Like we just do temporary recruitment. We haven't even started full-term recruitment, fixed term. We haven't gone into nursing yet. We haven't gone into the other areas like office. We haven't set up the CQC and the care inspectorate yet. We haven't set up the care homes and the domiciliary care. So we still got a lot to do. And we're qualified trainers as well. So we want to set up our own training portals and stuff as well. There's so much to do. It's just not enough time. So we don't know how much we can do in a short time, really. So we're trying to continue to build it, but we are not looking to rush it. We're looking to take our time and grow organically. And as long as we've got enough to survive on, and we're making that rapport, because it is growing organically itself.
Yeah. And the competition is really high as well in the recruitment industry at the moment, especially in healthcare recruitment, because of this healthcare worker visa as well that the government brought in. Lots of people from overseas coming to and trying to come to the UK as healthcare workers, and we don't know most of how real or fake they are as well, because and lots of people have set up recruitment companies just to bring people here, and most of them are not even compliant. And that's something that we don't want to get into. So we want to get the right people in the business for the right reasons. So that's why we have a long process. We do the training and everything properly. So if someone thinks that it's not for them, then that means they're not right for the job anyway. So we don't want them. So we get the right people in for the right job, right reasons. So we want to grow as a business with these people who are working with us. So, and our clients as well. So we don't want to take shortcuts. So it's like Sophie said, it could be a slow process, but we have a long way to go, and we are hoping to go a long way. Yeah, we got lots of plans in the pipeline. So
we do a lot of statistical data analysis as well, from when we first started to now, looking at our finances to now looking at the clientele, looking at the staff, looking at how many shifts we get, and we're seeing, like, we do a lot of like SWOT analysis, personal analysis on and we look at, like, is the business growing in the way we should, or should we slow it down? Should we speed it up? We try and give ourselves goals and try and match them goals. So Harsha has his set of goals, I have my set of goals, and if we hit it, we do celebrate it as well. So even if you're husband and wife being, we do celebrate. Yes, like, we've got another client, let's go and do something, like, so I think that really helps. Like, we never switch off, which is really annoying. We don't switch off. We try and switch off by going to the gym, taking the kids out and about, going out for meals, but work's always there in the back of our minds as well, which is sometimes a bad thing, but it's just how passionate we are at the moment about doing things. We are a British run company that we set up in 2021 officially through like company house and stuff, but we set up at the same time as, like Harsh said, thousands of people out there, so we kind of can get clouded over. Like, our name is Samaras, we chose that because it meant something to us, but we always thought, should we have chosen a more British name, because now we've just got lost in translation with a lot of other companies as well. So we always think about the good things and the bad things. Have we made the right choices or not? Should we revamp things? Should we not revamp things? And just keep learning, really. We're never going to stop learning.
I think the name it's starting not to matter anymore now, because clients are coming to us now because most of our competitors have just fallen off the wagon now because they wanted something quick, and then they got that quick thing and they're out now. But we are still in the business, in the game. So most of the clients have realized that as well, that we are doing it the right way. So they're actually starting to come to us now, which is great. So
it was funny though, like 2 weeks ago, one of the clients said to us, like, basically, hey Sophie, tell Harsha to put a rocket up your backside because everybody wants you, like the whole of our company down this area wants you guys, so you're going to get a lot of calls because you're the main supplier now. So we went from like 10 homes with this company to like at least 18 homes, and they were ringing us, like people that we thought would never ring us, like other managers, like, can you help us? We're like, yeah, that's fine, because sometimes even if you don't get on with them, you might not get on with all your clients, you know, you might have differences, but you have to sometimes put that to a side and just get the business done. We're trying to run a business, they're trying to run the organization that they're in, and because we've been long standing for a while, they got that respect for us now, that we can try and move forward as a whole, because we both got the same end goal, which is to provide care for the service users.
That's brilliant. You've got a double-edged benefit, haven't you? You're providing care for service users and jobs for people unfortunately at the lower end of the income spectrum. So yeah, I think I've just given myself goosebumps just saying that out loud. I love what you're doing.
That's it. Like, Harsh has always said to me, should we go into nursing? Should we go into nursing? But I don't have the confidence yet because I want to learn more about nursing. Like, I want to make sure we're compliant. And I don't want to just bring a nurse on board and it not happen. Like, I'm very reserved with like how I spend our finances as well, because I try and make it a success from the beginning, but I'm slowly moving into it. Like, because we're making a lot of staff contacts, some of them are already in the nursing industry, like studying, so they might be the ones that we can actually learn off, and then they won't mind helping us break into that industry. So we're doing it, but slowly we're coming around to it, because there's a lot we need to learn with other areas as well. Like there's massive companies out there that have been running for 20 years at least. They got, obviously they ran when it was a need for it, a higher way, they can negotiate higher salaries. They got you know, the names out there, and they're working with like bringing in doctors, nurses, GP practitioners. They're on a higher scale. We're at the bottom, still working, but we can see how we want to go. But we don't want to go the same way. We don't want to follow the same trend. We kind of want to do our own thing and just make sure it works for us, and it's what we want to do.
Oh, that sounds like there's a long and successful future ahead of you. You've got,
I hope so. Thanks.
You've got, as we say here in Scotland, you've got your head screwed on. You know what
it doesn't feel like it at times, because sometimes we're like, I swear to God, if our head was not attached, we would have lost it, because we are overwhelmed with so much to do. But I'm not gonna lie, getting the app-based stuff and the onboarding systems, and the fact that Harsh is in IT and he can adapt it to make it unique to the company, that has saved us lots of time, money as well. So our expertise together, we work on it. Like the HR side, I didn't need to outsource HR because I know a lot, and I've got a lot of friends in the industry as well. But associating ourselves with other business people, they scratch our back, we scratch theirs. We've had that, and it helps for both of us, because I give a lot of HR support to people, or IT support to people, and then they give us business knowledge on what we need as well. So it really helps that the people that are successful around us are there wanting us to succeed, and that really helps. And so when I hear even my nephews, anybody talk about businesses, I'm like, do it. Like, if the parents or anybody's discouraging them, like, you do it. I don't care if you're 14 years old, 15. If you want to try it. It might be something small, but as long as you're legal and compliant, and you know, and it's not all about just, yeah, people say you need to go all the way to uni to become a business owner. You don't. I never went the uni route at all. I went from school, and then I went straight into work, and Harsha went the uni route, and both have worked. So it doesn't make a difference about you studying. It's about how you're going to adapt that.
Oh, I'm loving the message. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, both of you, for
thank
being
you.
here. I could continue talking to you, but we've kind of run out of time.
That's fine.
Yeah, thank you so much for being on the Business Spotlight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.